Okay, so you can see this little mare's been running around the yard. I've just taken the time to set up the camera and stuff. Now you can see there I'm clapping my hands. It's to get her attention. And I'm walking to the middle of the round pen. And I clap, 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 get her attention. You can see my body language when she looks at me. I step back to draw her in. And then I let her come in, or I invite her in. I let her smell my hands and I immediately start walking. You can see the timing of it, that if I didn't start walking, she would have walked past me. And this is the problem with a lot of people who try and do this work, is that the horse comes in to get reassurance and we just stand there and do nothing. And so the horse goes, you've got nothing for me. Whereas I walked off and went, come on, let's go this way, or I'm going this way. And that gives the horse something to follow. It gives the horse something to go, oh, you know where you're going. So it's that energy of, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. And so the horse goes, well, that feels safe to me because I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what I'm doing. Now, she's got separation anxiety because I've just had a bunch of horses in that other arena behind, and I've let them out into the paddock, and so they've all taken off. And so again, through this process here, I stop and pause, give her a rub, and then I ask for a hindquarter. And you'll notice that in the proceeding while I was talking, I did a few hindquarter turns and things like that. And then when the horse gives me a bit of a thing to indicate to me that they might be thinking about maybe resting or being in the arena, I gave her the opportunity to stop. So I stopped and waited for 10 seconds, and you saw there that I waited a little bit too long, so she walked off. But you saw that I walked in the opposite direction. So this isn't about me following her or matching what she's doing. This is about me owning that arena, and you saw there she went to sort of push on my elbow and I just bumped her. Said, no, you're not going to get reassurance from me by me rubbing you and you rubbing on me or any of those things. This is me taking a leadership role and saying, I'm going over here, you can come if you want. And of course she feels that confidence and goes, oh, okay, this is great. So ultimately, if I'm working with a horse that suffers with really bad separation anxiety, I'm going to do this multiple times, but eventually I want to be able to extract myself out of the equation so they learn to soothe themselves. But what will often happen is a horse will just actually escalate. So if I had left her alone, what will often happen is that they just run and run and run, and you get to the paddock the next day or whatever and they're all tucked up, they're not drinking, they're not eating, and they're still pacing the fence. They're sore, they might be tied up. So again, there's another pause. There's another, hey, why don't we just stand still for whatever that was, 5 seconds or whatever. You can see that she's still looking around. It's not about her having 100% focus on me or anything like that. There's me walking away. There must be something that I've got to deal with because I didn't get her to hindquarter yield there. Maybe there's someone here talking to me. We'll just wait a second. I might have to... No, I'm back. So I don't know what that was. Maybe something fell off the fence or I had to move something or something. And here I am, again, walking away from her. I'm getting my drink bottle. And so you see there, I left her wherever she was. It's not about me begging her to come. It's not about me telling her to come. It's about me saying, I'm going over here. And you saw that she was off camera. And this yard isn't very big. That the phone is sitting, the camera is sitting on the rail. And I just walked off, got my water, and you saw that in a couple of seconds she went, oh, hang on, I want to be with you because you make me feel better. So it's not about me begging her to come with me. It's not about me telling her to come with me. It's about me owning that space and saying, I'm going here, I'm going there, you can come if you want, and having that energy of confidence. So here again, and notice how I'm not doing too much interacting. I'm not rubbing her. Like, they're not going to get reassurance from being rubbed and kissed and cuddled and all that stuff. This is a little bit of like, come on, you're fine. And so now she's happy to hang out with me. Whereas when I first walked in there, she was like, oh no, I want to walk the fences. I need to move my feet. That's what horses in nature, nature tells me, if I'm bothered, move my feet. If I'm bothered, move my feet. So with our domestic horses, what we're trying to do is say, oh, maybe you don't need to move your feet, but I obviously facilitated that at the beginning because I know that she's going to go, oh, I need to move my feet and you're moving your feet, so I'm going to follow you, and that makes me feel good. And here she decides to leave, which is fine. She's allowed to leave. I just don't want her pacing the fences. And now it looks like maybe there's piles of hay there. So if she's going to eat grass, that's her self-soothing, right? So that's exactly mission accomplished. Exactly what I wanted to do. I'm sorry about the wind. I could have turned off the sound. But I think it's better for you guys to hear the cars and everything going past and know what environment we were in. And I must be coming to turn off the camera. Job done, yeah? She's calm. She's no longer pacing the fences.